because it's a simulation of a simulation. So
and
yeah,
that was to demonstrate to me why he shouldn't get a bunny.
Yeah, well, he shouldn't be allowed to have a pet.
Yep, exactly. So, anyway, all right, we'll have more Aqua Teen Hunger Force trivia for you when we have dead periods, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Minotaur definitely back in the game, and I'm going to feel so bad for Mukal if he ends up losing after that, like really, really bad. But Overlord looks like he's going to spot this major engagement here in the middle. Good force fields go down. That's a lot of Zerglings, though. And now we have the fungal growth chasing this away. So Mukal has not just been sitting on his laurels. He's been amassing a great Zergling count. Now just beating themselves against that. But he's going to be able to chase down this Colossus. No! Going to let it go all the way back home. And if Mukal does lose, it's because he has no clue how far ahead he is. He needs to go ahead and attack. If he wouldn't attack right now, it would be over in a matter of minutes.
Oh, yeah, because he's going to have about a total of about 100 Zerglings right there, plus those Infestors. Most of them are almost at full energy, so he's going to be able to do a whole lot of damage. And Minotaur just has that Observer just waiting there, hoping he doesn't move. But it looks like, the Twilight Council is going in right now for Minotaur. He may be trying to get some Blink Stalkers or some Zealot Leg Charge there, trying to alleviate all that. And there's the Hydralisk Den, or Ultralisk Den. Good gracious, Red. The Ultralisk Den going in right now. So he's definitely going bigger is badder is better right there with that.
Well, Ultralisk is one of those units. It's, a lot of Zerg units, and this is a very valid complaint, I think, out of a lot of Zerg players. It's valid so far as it goes. I don't think Zerg was designed to be different than this, but there are a lot of units that really are never going to win you a game. And, Zerglings are borderline in there. It's very rare that you're actually going to completely close a game out with Zerglings. So, but Ultralisk is definitely on the high end of the list of things you can use to end the game. And he's going to be using, Ultralisk with Zerglings, just so disgusting. All the area effect damage out of the Ultras with the surround of the Zerglings. And Zerglings are another unit just like Hydras that are almost completely geared to just wrap around and surround and just absolutely maul to death gateway units or Protoss tech.
You're absolutely right about that, AC.
Not a problem. Not a problem. You chat with...
I just did not know how to respond to that terrific pro commentary right there. That's hard to follow that. It's almost like trying to follow follow like a really great band, and when like your opener is actually better than the regular band, you're like, man.
Oh, don't say that. I love you, Red Mage.
Just the sea of Zergling tried to come up there, but they didn't really do too much. They just kind of washed into it.
Oh,
he's
going
to go for the base.
Why doesn't he? He's losing so many Zerglings. If he had just committed, he would have been fine there, but he lost a good chunk of Zerglings. He seems pretty dead set on waiting for the Ultras. This is kind of a done deal, really. Mukal's going to be able to close this out. He's right near the cap, 170 out of 182 now against the 119 supply of his opponent. And the Minotaur trying to bounce back after, I don't know, spanking the bank, consulting the spank bank, consulting the spank bank to make a deposit or something along those lines. But doesn't look like he's going to have what he needs in the tank to try and bounce back from all that downtime.
Yeah, it looks like Minotaur is pretty much going to rely heavily on Psionic Storm when it pops here. He's still got not even halfway done with it right now. So if Mukal pushed right now would be the best time before those storms hit to try to alleviate a lot of that central location of all the Zerg swarm before those storms hit, because that's going to wipe quite a few out. That could take out a lot of the Banelings before they have a chance to explode. And really, you just need to send those up front as fast as you can, and really pressure it, because he's down to almost 35 game seconds before that thing pops.
Well, here we go with an Overlord drop. The cannons are going to be there to deal with this pretty easily, though. The Banelings move in, take down a couple of probes. Another one going to take down a few probes. Now the Banelings left to their fate against the cannons, so not the most effective harassment in the world, but still not sure exactly why Mukal's dead set on harassing. He should just bum rush the front, and he's going to be in pretty good shape. Though this Death Ball's gotten a little bit larger. He's going to have to really take advantage of his strength in numbers. Oh, good storms on all the Zerglings, right into the heart of the swarm. That's right, Blizzard. I'm pipping you when I don't even mean to. The neural parasites go down, though, on the Colossus. There's the GG, so Mukal, a little bit late in doing it, but closes the game out, jumping up 1-0 here in this best-of-3 series here at our IG Alpha Divisional number 8, brought to you by Gosu.com. I'm trying to read what VP Minotaur was saying in the chat there. I hate when I do that and I get distracted.
It said that it's hard to win in 10 minutes, or it's hard to win a game when you don't do anything for the first 10 minutes. So we'll see how we'll see what he picks to recoup from that.
Oh, absolutely. So thanks so much for hanging out with us, guys. I'm AC, that's RedMageJR, and this is our IG Alpha Divisional number 8, brought to you by itsgosu.com. So thanks for hanging out. Once again, we're going to be moving into Game 2 of Mukau taking on VP Minotaur. Minotaur probably going to not build cannons and mine minerals for 10 straight minutes at the beginning of the next game, but yeah, so how's everybody reacting? Like, okay, we love to do stuff. Oh yeah, okay, Shake Master wants to ask a trivia question. Go ahead, Shake, bust it out, brother. And while you do that, I'll do a quick rundown of our sponsors once again. They, of course, are the guys responsible for all the great goodness we're doing tonight. Steel Series Cyberground, Max Integration, and Sanya Mabushi Jujutsu and Combination Goju Ryu School of Self-Defense. You can find them at sanyamabushi-goju.com. So getting pulled into the game, Shakura's Plateau going to be the site of Game 2. We'll be jumping into that quick, so you better hurry up, Shake Master. What's your question, brother? Oh, what is Carl's last name? I know. I think I know.
It's Bertana Nanoluski. How could you not know that?
I don't know. I knew. I was trying to piece it together in my head. Because it's like, yeah, how do you just have that committed to memory? Like, if I'd have been left alone, I could have gotten it, I think.
Oh no, it's because that's just one of those instantaneous things. Because when he's getting married or whatever, and the preacher's like, well, do you, Carl, It's Bertana Nanoluski. No, shut the hell up.
Yes. Of course, whenever they get the mail order bride and she marries them from behind another door, then jumps out the window. Gotta say, yeah, Strasically says you nailed it. So you did indeed nail it. So
sorry, I didn't mean to take it like that. It's just an instantaneous reaction right there.
No, good for you. Good for you, brother.
It's actually like people saying that they've got a gosh, I'm trying to remember what the terminology for it is, but it's a gosh, you have to come back to me on something that I'm thinking in my head because it's been a while. But if you're a fan of old school like Japanese game shows, not so much like Ninja War and stuff like that, but Takashi's Castle, which was a very old show, but so good.
I remember that.
They used to have a name for like the any man kind of thing, and I honestly forgot what the any man name was, and that was just like, anytime I hear Bertana Nanoluski, it always brings me back to that phrasing. And they actually used it in the movie The Wedding Crashers, when he's showing him when Owen Wilson is showing the other guy, I can't remember his name, but showing him his suit, and it's like, yeah, I got you this size suit, and it's for this guy, and I'm like, I can't remember what it is, but that's gonna.
Well, there you go. There's your next trivia question. Somebody look that up, or somebody.
What is the everyman name from Takashi's Castle, if anybody knows?
And it's Takeshi, by the way.
Takeshi's, thank you.
Because the reason I know that is I love Japanese action flicks, and Beat Takeshi is just such a baller, and it goes without saying. So, and it's hard to believe that's how he started out. But anyway, Mukau down on the bottom left, our Zerg challenger up 1-0 here in this best of 3 series, and VP Minotaur decidedly not being goofy and actually doing stuff this game. Our Orange Protoss returning champion, 3-time champ, looking to secure his 4th win here in the Alpha Divisional series, spawning up at the top right. So he's already got the pylon down at the bottom of the ramp, on that second tier, I should say. The Forge on the way, so definitely going to see a Forge fast expand out of him. Mukau, on the other hand, being very safe as always. He's got the drone down here. He could be expanding at the moment. Nah, there we go. Okay, so he's not being safe. So I thought he was banking minerals. I don't know, maybe just to throw down a spawning pool immediately followed by 2 gas or something goofy like that. But either way, pretty standard openings out of our opponents here. And I love Shakura's Plateau because it plays and feels a lot like a bigger map, but in terms of the way the turtle flies to get from one corner of the map to the other, it's really not large at all.
Well, that's good. Yeah. Yeah, that's real good. Yeah, apparently, I was glad to get into the stream. Deadly actually said that, by the way, I see your 3 racks won me one of my games. Shout out to you. So there's your kudos from the community.
Say that again. The 3 racks. What now?
Your 3 racks won me one of my games.
Oh,
so shout out to you.
Hey, my pleasure, brother.
From Deadly.
Absolutely.
StarCraft 2 Live. So there you go.
Hey, no problem, brother. Glad to be of service, and we look forward to casting you here shortly, because I'm pretty sure you're playing the winner of this. And just to be honest, we're probably going to go ahead and follow Minotaur all the way through, just because he is the returning champion. And as I understand it, if he wins now, he's going to be advancing to play Deadly. So we're going to have him on the stream sometime in the very near future. And speaking of that, and shameless plug time. not for myself, but for its Gosu. I'm going to begin blogging again very soon. That was actually my first job in life, was working as a writer and a radio personality person type guy, that kind of digs. But I'm going to start blogging, and it's going to be a series of blogs not about myself, but basically taking a look at some very basic strategies that are going to help quote-unquote younger league players. Not stuff that's going to be like, oh, this is what the Masters League guys. The Masters League guys will probably look at it and laugh. But that's fine. I'm not writing it for them. It's just little things like lists of certain timings and analysis of like a basic 3 racks build, because I know a lot of gold and even gold and platinum players, but especially bronze and silver league players, they go, oh, okay, I want to be Terran, and I know 3 racks is a pretty good build, and they try to figure it out on their own, or they go to Team Liquid and get like the Super Gosu 3 racks that maybe has some very subtle timings built into it or something. And instead of that, I'm going to try to put together some, just once or twice a week, an article about timings, an article about some little thing that might help alleviate some ladder anxiety and help players advance from the lower rungs to the higher rungs of the ladder. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that, so keep an eye out for that. Anyway, back to the action. Minotaur's got the wall up. Forge, Gateway, Cybernetics Core, very standard stuff. And he's probably going to be favoring a quick Stargate, which makes me quite happy, because I hate whenever Protoss Forge fast expand and do not go Stargate. Getting 2 gas up immediately at his expansion as well.
Oh, yeah. Great job, AC.
I don't know, Frylock. You have the computer. You look it up.
The computer, look it up. Yeah, for those of you who aren't Aqua Teen Hunger Force fans, you can always make sure that you can pretty much ask AC and I movie trivia just about on anything. And I think because of our we are complete cinema files, we will probably be able to answer your trivia questions.
Except new movies. I don't know new movies if it was made after 2005. I don't know it, so don't bother, because there hasn't been a decent movie made since about 2005. So.
Now I contest. The Fast Five was
eat me.
Terrible.
Oh, eat me. Okay, yeah, absolutely terrible. Fine, yeah. Well, I guess that's not fair. There have been decent movies made since 2005, but there's no movies that I've liked enough to actually care enough to know trivia about since 2005. You know what I mean? I'm sure you do, as you laugh and you read the stream chat.
Yeah, no, actually, because Legolas felt bad that he didn't have interesting games. Are you kidding me, puppy?
Oh, we loved
excellent games.
Go back and watch the VOD. I even had a super special nickname for you, man. You were the pup. You were the pup, and I made jokes about the pup rolling himself across the carpet and trying to roll over and nibble the ankles of people. I even had a soundtrack. Nom 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 nom. So.
Nom, 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 nom. So yeah, we love you. It's never a thing of don't ever worry about trying to give us interesting games. We make the games just as interesting as you do. So I'm sure a lot of people would just like to mute the stream half the time. When
I'm sure plenty do. I'm sure plenty do. I don't think there's any want to. I'm pretty sure some do. So
yeah, we definitely like to add a little bit of flavor, so never have to worry about giving us a show or whatever, because we'll make it a show for you, and that just makes your playability look so much better. Which is the sad thing, because when AC and IP were trying to, and I watched the VODs, by the way, when AC and IP were trying to cast my game versus Orb, I found it very funny that it was very hard for IP as a professional caster to not be like, well,
it's all right, man. We're not out to hate on people, and yeah. Anyway, the Zergling's pushing the front of the ramp here, but the Phoenix, the first Void Ray is out. It's going to turn around and try to come back home to deal with this. A little bit of a belated force field there, trying to save the Cybernetics core. Mukau doing a great job targeting that down, and it is going to fall. So no more Stalker production in the near future. Now, that may be all he wanted to do. Oh, now the Phoenix going to come out and lift a Roach. Oh, there we go. The Void Ray arrives just in time to start going to work on it. But this makes me think of the TSL, man. Roaches counter everything, including Protoss Air. You make enough roaches, you can pretty much, it doesn't matter what your opponent's doing, you can beat down the doors. But looks like Mukau going to fall a little bit short of that magic number of a Gorillion roaches and is forced back for the moment. More Zerglings rallied in, though, so maybe going to try and get in. And yes, there's no more force fields. Don't know why he's doing that. He probably ought to just go ahead and surround those Stalkers and finish them off. Going to rush right into the mineral line, though, so trying to be as annoying as he can. The Don't Tase Me Brigade Hero Probes trying to handle it, but going to have to fall back and wait for some help. The Sentry, not the unit he needs there, but the 2 Zealots are. So he's going to clean that up pretty easily. 2 more probes, still going to work. Might get 1 more kill. Nope, just going to run around and try to get the Scout. So, Yeah, he's gotten the scout on what he needs. He knows Void Razor are already on the field as well as Phoenixes. He's gotten a good look at the economy and the setup of his opponent. But now it's Minotaur's turn to start swinging back. 2 Phoenixes and 1 Void Ray moving into the main. Going to chase this queen back down towards the ramp. Her 2